If you are visiting MUGLA for the first time, we have compiled the important places to see for you. Museums, ancient cities, waterfalls, historical bazaars, and many more. We tried to answer your questions such as where to start visiting MUGLA, what should be included in a 5-day MUGLA tour, where to go to visit MUGLA in this video. We wish you a good viewing in advance. I have classified the best places to visit in MUGLA according to the degree of proximity of the districts to each other, from south to north, from the largest district Seydikemer to the most populous district Fethiye, and then to Bodrum, to make it easier for you to plan and not get tired. Our first route on the first day is Seydikemer Canyon. Our first stop on my list of places to visit in MUGLA is Seydikemer Canyon, located in Seydikemer district. This canyon is a canyon formed by Köyçegiz, a branch of Ezen stream that draws the Antalya-MUGLA border. A steep and deep canyon was formed in the limestone land that is easily eroded by water, with the help of fault cracks. Seydikemer Canyon length is 18 kilometers, height is about 200 meters. Seydikemer Canyon is actually located within the borders of Seydikemer district, but it is generally on the list of places to visit in Fethiye. The reason is that Seydikemer was separated from Fethiye in 2012 and became a separate district. Seydikemer Canyon takes you away with its ice-cold waters, magnificent nature, and clay soil. If you are going to walk in Seydikemer Canyon, you need to take some precautions. If you are going to walk further in the canyon, sturdy walking shoes are a must. Do not try walking in slippers. Also, if you have time while you are here, you can visit Gizlikan Waterfall, which is right next to it. Tlo's Ancient City. Tlo's Ancient City, which you can go to right after Seydikemer Canyon and is among the historical places to visit in MUGLA, has a magnificent view. If you go here in April-May, the snow has not melted and Aktigler and postcard views await you. The view of the ancient city of Tlos, one of the most important cities of Lisha, is beyond legend, and the rock tombs here are also quite impressive in terms of design and architecture. The ancient city contains the ruins of an acropolis, stadium, bath, theater, and church. You can visit the ancient city of Tlos on your way to Seydikemer Canyon, or on your way back from the canyon. The city is on the left when you go to the canyon and on the right when you return. We are at Fethiye Ölüdeniz on the second day. Ölüdeniz is a popular place not only in Turkey but also worldwide. With its Babadag, Belsekiz Kumburna beach, turquoise sea and sandstone mixed beach, and paragliding, Ölüdeniz is a completely different place because I have never heard anyone who came here and said they did not like it. Ölüdeniz, the apple of Fethiye's eye, is definitely in the top 5 places to visit in MUGLA. To go to Ölüdeniz, you first need to reach Fethiye. You can reach Ölüdeniz from Fethiye by minibus. The distance between Fethiye and Ölüdeniz is approximately 12 kilometers, so there is not much distance between them. But let's make a very important note: you should definitely set off at 8 or even 7 in the morning, because in the season, you can only reach there in 1 hour with incredible traffic. Kumburna Beach. Kumburna Beach is one of the most beautiful and special beaches in the world. There are so many beautiful praises for this place that, believe me, they would all be insufficient to describe Kumburna. Don't think I'm exaggerating, because when you see Kumburna with your own eyes, you really understand how rich Turkey is in terms of natural beauty. The beauty of the sea, the special design of the beach, and the lush greenery of nature make this place truly perfect. This is my favorite beach on my list of places to visit in MUGLA. You'll understand exactly what I mean when you see the beach. When you go up from Kumburna Beach, you'll be greeted by Butterfly Valley. Butterfly Valley is among the places with the best view in Turkey. The view from above is truly breathtaking. Butterfly Valley is a first-degree natural protected area, meaning that construction is absolutely not allowed. The name of this place is Butterfly Valley, but there are no butterflies here all the time. To reach Butterfly Valley, you first need to go to Ölüdeniz. You can reach Butterfly Valley from Ölüdeniz in 2 ways, boat and minibus. You can reach here from Oludeniz by minibus that departs every half hour. Then, you can go down to the valley from Feralia village by footpaths, which are quite dangerous. At this point, be very careful if your shoes are not good, or you have little trekking experience. When you go down to the valley, you can also go to the waterfall flowing at the bottom. If you do not prefer walking, the best way is by boat. Nicholas Island, also known as Gemiler Island. Nicholas Island, located right across Gemile Bay, has a history of 2,500 years. This island, which bears traces of the Roman and Byzantine periods, has 7 old churches. In addition to the churches, there are also structures necessary for daily life such as houses and warehouses. The tunnel here connects the large church and the small church. The surroundings of the island are almost entirely made up of historical ruins. St. Nicholas Island can only be reached by boat. So, to go here, you need a Fethiye boat tour. The sea is literally like glass here. You can see the historical ruins when you dive. You should definitely take a snorkel or goggles. Fethiye Kayakoi. Welcome to the Ghost Village. Akyaka is an old Greek settlement. The village consists of nearly 3,500 houses respectfully arranged on the hillside so that one does not block the other. Until 1922, 25,000 people lived in Akyaka. After the War of Independence, the villagers were sent to Greece during the population exchange and Turks from Western Thrace were settled here. But the Turks who came did not build houses in the old houses but on the plain in front of Akyaka and lived in these houses. As a result, there was no one left living in the village, and it took on the name of Ghost Village. Fethiye Paspader Bazaar. We are moving on to Fethiye Center on our list of places to visit in MUGLA. The most beautiful bazaar you can visit in Fethiye Center is Paspader Bazaar. So what does Paspader mean? Paspader means Old City. The places where Paspader Bazaar is located are considered to be the oldest settlements in Fethiye. Paspader Bazaar consists of a total of 5 streets, and the bazaar is located between Fethiye Marina and Bazaar Street. There are old bay-windowed houses in Paspader Bazaar that have been restored to their original state over time. There are jewelers, souvenir shops, spice sellers, carpet sellers and entertainment venues in the authentic Paspader Bazaar. In addition, Paspader Mosque, built by the Ottomans in 1781, is also located in this bazaar. Local and foreign tourists prefer this place for nightlife and entertainment during the summer months. Aminta's Rock Tombs. As I said, the Lycians knew very well where to build their tombs. The view of the Aminta's Rock Tombs is magnificent. These tombs are also known as the Fethiye King Tombs and add a very special atmosphere to Fethiye. You can see a historical heritage in the city center. You have to climb the stairs to go inside the King Tombs. It is a bit tiring, but a beautiful view awaits you in the end. After you come to the Rock Tombs, you get very angry at the Ankits and treasure hunters who paint the walls and engrave their names on them, damaging the historical culture here. You really feel very sad about what has been done to this historical heritage. Fethiye Gachek. Gachek is one of the most beautiful towns to visit in MUGLA. Gachek, which is affiliated with the Fethiye district, has recently become very popular, especially with yacht tourism. You can get your fill of the blue color here with its beautiful bays. The most important thing you need to do when you come here is to set sail by boat. Gachek is a neighborhood that was connected to Fethiye in 2014, and the distance between Gachek and Fethiye is approximately 27 kilometers, and the journey takes half an hour. Having a very beautiful nature, Gachek is truly a haven of peace with its bays and boutique structure. Dalaman Sarzala Bay. Sarzala Bay, the apple of the eye of the Dalaman places to visit list, is one of the most beautiful bays in MUGLA. This is truly a place specially designed for humanity. Green and blue are so harmonious here that your soul opens and your heart is refreshed. Sarzala Bay, which is very close to Dalaman Airport, is a great opportunity for those who want to swim. Sarzala Beach consists of sand, the sea water is warm and it is quite suitable for families with children. There is an activity to do after swimming in the clean and deep blue waters of Sarzala. Following the paths in the rocky area around the beach, you can go for a walk in the area. Sarzala Bay is located within the borders of Kapyakarjan village in the Dalaman district of MUGLA. In the season, there is a shuttle from Dalaman center to Sarzala Bay at 10 in the morning and returns at 6 in the evening. The most practical way to go to Sarzala Bay is with your personal vehicle. Kil Bay. I continue our video of places to visit in MUGLA with a beautiful bay. Kil Bay is one of the untouched bays in the region. There is access to this place by road, but the road is a bit challenging. It is challenging, but with its facilities, this bay is a place that appeals to families. There is also a beautiful facility operated by the Dalaman municipality in Kil Bay, which is perfect for families with children. The right and left sides of Kil Bay are covered with trees and the municipality facility is right in the middle. There is everything from showers, sinks to changing rooms. Also, if you are not going to use the facility, do not forget to come prepared with food and drinks. If you are looking for a quiet place to swim in Dalaman, you can choose this bay. Kapyakarjan Sulfur Thermal Spring. Dalaman Sulfur Thermal Spring is located very close to Dalaman Airport. As its name suggests, the water here is sulfurous, and it is believed to be healing. There are 17 minerals in the water of the thermal spring. It is good for psoriasis, skin diseases and muscle diseases. Dalaman Sulfur Spring has an entrance fee, and there is also a municipality facility where you can meet your needs, and the prices are quite reasonable. Dalian Kaunos Rock Tombs. The most impressive place on the Ortaca places to visit list is definitely the Kaunos King Tombs. This place is so magnificent that it impresses you from head to toe. If you come to Dalaman, Köyçegiz or Ortaca, do not leave without seeing this place, otherwise you will miss a lot. You can only watch the Kaunos Rock Tombs, one of the historical places to visit in MUGLA, from a distance. You do not have the opportunity to go near it. In addition, there is no entrance fee for the Kaunos King Tombs. The Kaunos King Tombs are located right across from the Dalian neighborhood. You can cross the Dalian Strait by boat to see it more closely. The most logical way would be to take this boat tour after visiting Dalian. Kaunos Ancient City. Kaunos Ancient City is one of the most beautiful ancient cities we have visited. Kaunos, which was established on a very large and rugged area, is an ancient city on the UNESCO World Heritage Temporary List. It also has the distinction of being a port city where salt production and trade were carried out during the Lycian period. The main structures you can see in Kaunos Ancient City, one of the most beautiful historical ancient cities to visit in MUGLA, are as follows: Acropolis, city walls, 5,000-person theater, church, bathhouse, warehouse, fountain, agora, stoa and city roads, temples and sacred area, harbor and cemetery. In addition, there are structures such as a military harbor, shipyards, sports center, and residences that have not survived to the present day. Kaunos Ancient City opens at 8:30 a.m. and closes at 6:30 p.m. An important warning: try not to stay out in the midday heat in the summer. Iztuza Beach. Iztuza Beach, which is on the list of places to visit in Ortaca, is one of the longest beaches in MUGLA. Iztuza Beach, which is rarely seen in the world, has one side of its coastline that is saltwater while the other side is a freshwater lake. Iztuza Beach is 5,400 meters long. According to the Time newspaper, Iztuza Beach, which is considered the best open area in Europe, is where the caretta lay their eggs. There is even a caretta treatment center here for the treatment of injured turtles. Iztuza Beach is 12 kilometers away from Dalian Center. You can also reach the beach by boat tours. The area you can reach by boat, namely Dalaman Mouth, is the western part of the beach. Our bonus recommendation for Ortaca Beach is Radar Hill. If you want to see the magnificent view of the beach from the top, add this to your route. However, we should also mention that the road is quite rough and you can only get there with a front-wheel drive vehicle. Dalaman Radar Hill. Radar Hill, one of the most legendary places on the list of places to visit in MUGLA, is a place where you can see Ortaca Beach from a bird's eye view. When you look at the sea from Ortaca Beach and you head up to the left, a small white structure and tower on top of the mountain are seen. That's Radar Hill. Everything is beautiful here, except for one thing, and that's the road here. The road to Radar Hill is really awful. We went up here with our own car, but our car, which was much poorer than us, died and came back to life. If you still want to go up here by car, go slowly. It was definitely worth the difficulty of the road, but be very careful. Candor Viewing Terrace. We are in your presence with Candor Viewing Hill, the most beautiful viewpoint of MUGLA, and all its details. Candor Viewing Terrace, which is among these beauties, I claim to be among the best view places in MUGLA. I'm sure you will fall in love with this place. Your eyes, heart, and soul will be opened. Köyçegiz Lake Viewing Terrace. We have come to the Köyçegiz Lake Viewing Point, which sees Köyçegiz Lake from a very beautiful point. Köyçegiz Lake Viewing Terrace is not a very well-known place in this region, and the view here is really beautiful. The green mountains and the lake are so beautifully integrated that your soul literally blossoms, and especially if this view is accompanied by clouds, you can take very beautiful photos. Köyçegiz Toparlar Waterfall. Now we have come to the hidden paradise Toparlar Waterfall, one of the places to visit in Köyçegiz. To go to the waterfall, you should proceed in the direction of Köyçegiz MUGLA Road. There is a small sign at a junction on your right. After turning from the junction, you will need to park your car and continue walking the rest of the road. You enter the forest on foot, and only the red and white arrow signs on the rocks guide you. After a walk of about 15 to 20 minutes, you reach the place where the first and largest waterfall is. If you want to swim in the pool in front of the waterfall, you need to go down the path here. It can be crowded in the summer months. Köyçegiz Yuvarlak. We have come to the coolest, iciest point of places to visit in Köyçegiz. Recently, you have seen a lot on social media, a river where you swing on a swing, Yuvarlak. When you are tired of the summer heat, you should definitely go to Yuvarlak to cool off in its icy waters, have a pleasant breakfast in this natural environment, and take beautiful photos. There are many businesses in Yuvarlak. If you do not want to sit in one of these, you can take a photo on the swing where the river starts and leave. If you are going to Yuvarlak by car, you need to turn off the Belbasai exit on the MUGLA Fethiye road. There are many restaurants on the road here, and you can stop wherever you want. Marmaris Castle and Museum. We left Köyçegiz and came to Marmaris. Marmaris is one of the most beautiful districts of MUGLA, and Marmaris Castle and Archaeological Museum are at a point that sees Marmaris from above. You cannot go to Marmaris Castle by car. You park your car in the most suitable place in the center of Marmaris and walk. On your way to the castle, you pass through the uniquely beautiful narrow streets of Marmaris. Don't forget to take photos on these incredibly beautiful streets. There is also an archaeological museum inside Marmaris Castle. It opens at 8:30 in the morning in summer and winter, and closes at 7 in the evening in summer and 5 in winter. Amos Ancient City. You can't get enough of the views on the list of places to visit in MUGLA. Unfortunately, there is not much left of Amos Ancient City, one of the places to visit in MUGLA, and the city is in a very neglected state. Although it is a pain to climb the stairs here in the very hot summer months, the view is really beautiful. You can say that these guys really know where to build a city. I would say don't be lazy and climb the stairs to catch the unique view and see the theater. There is no entrance fee for the ancient city of Amos. You can park your car somewhere on the narrow road and enter the ancient city. Marmaris Kumlabuk. Marmaris will be your favorite place on the list of places to visit. Its clarity and calmness take us away from us, incredibly peaceful. It is as if you are swimming in an aquarium at Kumlabuk Beach. I would definitely recommend you to have a snorkel if you come here. If you want to stay in Kumlabuk, there are a few hotels. If you do not want to deal with cafes and restaurants here, you can shop from Turink and come because there is no market or grocery store. It would be useful to come with supplies. Kumlabuk is crowded especially on weekends in the summer, but it is less crowded than many places. Kumlabuk, which is more pristine than many bays, consists of pebbles. Kizkama Beach. Have you ever walked in the middle of the sea? If your answer is no, you should come to Kizkama to walk. Kizkama Beach, located in the Oranai neighborhood of Marmaris, is a beach that extends up to 600 meters on the sea. In the winter, this beach disappears due to the rise in sea level, and in the summer, the beach appears as the sea waters recede. Kizkama is 30 kilometers away from Marmaris, and you can come here by minibuses from Marmaris. Also, Kizkama Beach does not have any entrance fee. Turgut Waterfall. One of our favorite places in Marmaris is Turgut Waterfall. It is truly a corner of heaven. If you come to Marmaris, I think you should definitely visit here. The natural pools formed by the waterfalls are much more beautiful than many Olympic pools. When you climb the stairs, you come across another waterfall and pool. The temperature of the water in Turgut Waterfall can drop to 15 to 20 degrees in the summer. When we consider the 45-degree heat of Marmaris in the summer, it is a very ideal place to cool off. There are some businesses at the entrance of Turgut Waterfall where you can take a tea and coffee break. Marmaris Selamai. One of the most relaxing places on the list of places to visit in MUGLA is Selamai. Located approximately 45 kilometers from Marmaris, Selamai is a place of complete peace and has not been open to the outside world much since there have been transportation problems for many years. You pass through such beautiful roads on the way to Selamai that you get your fill of both green and blue. When you come to Selamai, the pearl of MUGLA, you will see Selamai Bay. It is such a sheltered bay that boats and yachts used to take shelter here during storms. There are cafes and restaurants with beautiful concepts on the Selamai coast. You can also explore the surrounding bays with daily boat tours from Selamai. Cleopatra Beach and Sadur Island. Cleopatra Island, also known as Sadur Island, is actually geographically connected to the Ula district of MUGLA, but it is generally associated with Marmaris. Sadur Island is known for the Kedrai ancient city and the famous Cleopatra Beach. If you want to come to Sadur Island and have a picnic, it would be beneficial to come prepared, but the conditions on the island are expensive, and the currency of the island is the dollar. When it comes to the answer to the question of how to get to Sadur Island, first of all, Sadur Island is located 23 kilometers from Marmaris. You can reach the island in 45 minutes with regular boat trips from Kamli village of Marmaris. Old Datça. We have come to Datça, a very special place in terms of the best places to visit in MUGLA. We start the list of places to visit in Datça with Old Datça. You can see stone houses decorated with bougainvilleas, shops selling souvenirs and Kanyusel's house in Eski Datça. The streets of Eski Datça smell of art and peace. The residents here have made such beautiful ornaments in their gardens that creativity is at its peak. Also, don't forget to taste almond soda in Eski Datça. Datça Palamutbuka Beach. If they asked me where to swim in MUGLA, I would say Palamutbuka Beach. It is located 20 kilometers from the center of Datça. Since it has a very long beach, the crowd is not a big problem, and you can spend your whole day here. If you come here, definitely bring a snorkel with you. Wear your sea glasses and your fingers are guaranteed to wrinkle while swimming with various fish under the clear waters. You can enjoy the sea during the day and eat at the most beautiful restaurants in Palamutbuku in the evenings. Datça Kurabuk. Here is the view and sea of this place are legendary. Kurabuk has a magnificent view. The clarity and blueness of the water draws you in, because Kurabuk is a great place to swim and stay with your own means. There are no facilities here. If you plan on swimming, it would be useful to come with supplies. Kurabuk is located between Ovabuk and Palamutbuku. You have to walk along the coastline to get here, and you watch the wonderful view as you go. Nido's Ancient City. Nido's Ancient City is located 35 kilometers from Datça city center. This is the farthest point of Datça Peninsula. Nido's Ancient City was an important port trade city where the Aegean and Mediterranean meet. Excavation work is still ongoing here. It is possible to see the ruins of the theater, Apollo Temple and altar, sundial, agora and Odeon in the ancient city. Keep in mind that the sunset is quite beautiful here. Although the road to Nido's is a bit difficult, you should definitely visit here. Also, the museum card is valid here. Akyaka Asmak River. We have arrived in Akyaka. Akyaka is not a district of MUGLA, but just a neighborhood. There are places from Akyaka on the list of the most beautiful places to visit in MUGLA, and the Asmak River is at the top of these places. Akyaka Asmak River, which flows into Gakova Gulf, is home to dozens of animal and plant species from otters to sea turtles, geese to ducks. Let me tell you right away that the water of the Asmak River is freezing cold. If you happen to be here in the summer, never leave Akyaka without entering the Asmak River. Be careful when you enter the Asmak River, because there are constant boat tours on the river, meaning the boat traffic is quite heavy. Akyaka Beach. Akyaka Beach, which is at the top of the list of Akyaka bays and beaches, is located where the Asmak River and the Aegean Sea meet. This is truly a legendary beach, and you should definitely watch the sunset here. The Akyaka sunset is watched from Akyaka Beach. Here, the sun literally puts on a show as it sets over the Gulf of Gakova. Akyaka Beach is located in the center of Akyaka, while the Asmak River is on the left side of Akyaka Beach. The Akyaka Forest Camp is on the right side. There is no entrance fee to Akyaka Beach. You can enjoy it here for free. Akyaka Soccer View Terrace. We continue the list of places to visit in Akyaka with the most legendary view. Soccer View Terrace is the place that offers you the most beautiful view not only in Akyaka but also in MUGLA. You feel like you are flying here. If you go up a little higher, the clouds are in your hands. There is also a business on the Soccer View Terrace. If you wish, you can have breakfast or have a drink here. Akyaka Akbuk Bay. Akbuk is the shining star of the list of places to visit in Akyaka. Akbuk Bay is located 25 kilometers from the center of Akyaka. The sea of Akbuk Beach is like an aquarium. You swim with the fish here. The sea in Akbuk suddenly deepens, which is advantageous for those who know how to swim. The beach is pebbled, but after entering the sea it becomes fine sand. It gets quite crowded here in the summer. You can come here early in the morning to avoid the crowd. There are also nice alternatives for eating and drinking here. You can go to Akbuk Bay by car or minibus. Be careful while driving because the road is narrow. Ula Damla Stream. Here is another reason to fall in love with MUGLA. Damla Stream, which is on the list of places to visit in MUGLA, is really a very different place. There is a stream flowing like a canyon, and drops flowing from the hills surrounding the stream, and there are also fish and ducks in this stream. This place is quite cool in terms of temperature. Your phone generally does not receive signal. If it does, relax a bit. You can have a nice breakfast and sip your tea at the business in Damla Stream. Yatağan Stratonikia Ancient City. Imagine an ancient city where there are still people living. In this ancient city, which is on the list of places to visit in Yatağan, the residences of the Romans and Ottomans were intertwined and people continue to live here today. Only 7% of Stratonikia, one of the largest ancient cities in the world built of marble, has been discovered. Stratonikia is located within the borders of Eskişehir village in the Yatağan district of MUGLA. On the way from Yatağan to Milas, you first see the ancient city of Lagina and then Stratonikia. Yatağan Ash Lake, Blue Lake. We have come to another beautiful point on my list of places to visit in MUGLA. Blue Lake, also known as Kuldagi Lake. Many people, including the people of MUGLA, do not know this lake. I am sure that it will be a very beautiful place if it is open to tourism in the future. Yatağan Blue Lake was formed by the ash waste of the coal used to generate electricity in the thermal power plant operating in Yatağan for 35 years and the rainwater. The lake has a very interesting structure. The sediments brought by the ash have literally covered the lake like a cover. The only thing you can do here is take photos and walk around the lake. Other than that, it is forbidden to enter the lake due to the chemicals it contains. There are no facilities here either. It would be useful to have food and drinks with you when you come. Milas, Euromos ancient city. Our favorite ancient city on the Milas places to visit list, Euromos ancient city is among the historical places to visit in MUGLA. It is a beautiful place with a legendary view and olive groves, and we also collect beautiful olives during the olive harvest season. Euromos ancient city is located 12 kilometers from Milas. The temple here is one of the most preserved temples in Anatolia. You need to go up for the theater here. You will catch the legendary photos while going up. Milas Bafa Lake. We continue the list of places to visit in MUGLA with Bafa Lake. Bafa Lake, the largest lake in the Aegean region, is a natural wonder located between MUGLA and Aydın provinces. Bafa Lake has a geography where archaeological and traditional values meet. The Bafa region, whose history dates back 2,000 years, is known as the hometown of the famous philosopher Heraclitus, one of the pioneers of ancient philosophy. Located in the southeast of the Bayok Menderes River Delta, Lake Bafa was declared a Lake Bafa Nature Park in 1989. If you want to enjoy the view of Lake Bafa, you can sit in the pergolas on the road. Bodrum Castle. We are coming to Bodrum, the most touristic place on the list of places to visit in MUGLA. When it comes to places to visit in Bodrum, the first thing that comes to mind is Bodrum Castle. Bodrum Castle is at the top of the list of historical places to visit in Bodrum. Bodrum Castle, located in a dominant position in Bodrum, is the symbol and most famous place of Bodrum. Bodrum Castle, which smells of history in every corner, was built on a rocky area between two harbors. When you climb the walls of the castle, Bodrum is under your feet. You can enjoy the magnificent view of Bodrum from the walls. Bodrum Castle is also home to Turkey's only underwater archaeology museum. Bodrum Windmills. We have come to the answer to the question of where to watch the best view in Bodrum on the list of places to visit in MUGLA. If you want to enjoy the view of Bodrum, the address is Bodrum Windmills. This is one of the most famous places in Bodrum, Bodrum Center on one side and Gumbet on the other. If you come to Bodrum, definitely watch the sunset and see the sunset here. Now let's talk about the windmills. The condition of the mills is deplorable. This is a place frequented by those who drink too much at night. This is literally a garbage dump. I hope the authorities will intervene here one day, because it really needs to be evaluated well. Bodrum Ancient City. Bodrum Ancient Theater, which is on the list of places to visit in MUGLA, is where many events and concerts are held in Bodrum. You can watch the beautiful Bodrum view from the opposite side of the Bodrum Ancient Theater, which is on the Bodrum Yalıkavak Road. Bodrum Ancient Theater does not have any entrance fee. You can visit the theater between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays and between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. on weekends. Bodrum Turgutris. Turgutris is the largest settlement on the peninsula after Bodrum. It was named after Turgut Reis, an Ottoman captain who conquered many places in the Mediterranean. Turgutris has approximately 2.5 kilometers of sandy beach, and there are many hotels and goose houses on this beach. Also, if you come to Turgutris, don't forget to visit Demirhan Turgutris Marina. If you go to Turgutris, you can go up to Turgutris Mountain and watch the region from a bird's eye view from here. You can also visit the historical windmills here. Bodrum Yalıkavak. We are in Yalıkavak, the most elite place in Bodrum. When you come here, you will see how perfect the view of Yalıkavak is. Many celebrities have houses here. Don't forget to visit the Yalıkavak market, which has been set up every Thursday for 43 years in Yalıkavak. Many foreigners from the Greek islands are also interested in this market. I would like to talk about Yalıkavak Marina, Palmarina, which is one of the things that comes to mind when Yalıkavak is mentioned. This is a truly luxurious and high-quality marina. They have given great importance to the architecture and landscape of this place. Security is top-notch. You won't see any strange-looking people. Also, this is the address of luxury stores and restaurants. Seydikemer village. If you want to visit a different place in MUGLA, I have a very good suggestion for you. The name of this place is Seydikemer village. This village is abandoned, a place where no one lives. In the village, so to speak, people are playing ball. It is a very interesting, very mysterious place. Seydikemer village has a history of about 600 years and was a village belonging to the Turkmens. After the 1960s, the people living in the village started to leave the village, and in time, there was no one left living in the village. There are tens of abandoned houses in the village. In addition to the houses, there is also an abandoned school in the village. There was only one household living in the village in the 2000s. Diyarbakırlian Culture and Art Village. Diyarbakırlian Culture and Art Village hosts various artistic events such as exhibitions and concerts, as well as organizations such as engagements, weddings, and invitations. There is also a jewelry shop inside the complex dedicated to Diyarbakırlian's founder and architect Gülay Altay Tezer Hanım Efendi and her mother, the late Nadide Altay. There are many shops, restaurants, and galleries in Diyarbakırlian. Various objects that were used in daily life by the Anatolian people and have been forgotten are exhibited in the chess room located here. This is truly a very aesthetic and artistic place. There are also areas where you can take lots of photos. Ortaca Island. Ortaca Island, an indispensable spot for Bodrum boat tours, has a magnificent beauty. The color of the sea here is so beautiful that turquoise flowers bloom inside you. Ortaca Island is an island in the Bodrum district of MUGLA province, located right across from Köyçegiz. If you ask where Ortaca Island, one of the most beautiful and special places in Bodrum, gets its name, it is because its shape resembles a sickle in aerial photographs. Bodrum Cennet Bay. We are at Cennet Bay, the last point on the list of the most beautiful places to visit in MUGLA. Cennet Bay is a place that is quite close to Gölcük and lives up to its name. Green and blue are intertwined, and the sea is crystal clear. There are no facilities in Cennet Bay. It is an untouched and unpolluted place. I can say that it is the most beautiful place in terms of swimming in the Bodrum list of places to visit. You need to have a vehicle to go to Bodrum Cennet Bay, or if you came to Gölcük by minibus, you can reach Cennet Bay with a 3 kilometers walk. We have come to the end of our video on places to visit in MUGLA. I hope it has been a nice and useful list. We are trying to share the information we have gained with you with the desire to discover within us. If you liked my video and if there are any beautiful places to visit in MUGLA that we missed and you caught, don't forget to share them in the comments. You can also watch detailed videos of all districts of MUGLA on our channel. Goodbye.